Hey everybody, welcome back to episode, I think we're on 12, I think so. Episode 12 of Canadian Women of the Outdoors. We're here and we're keeping going. You guys keep wanting it, so we're gonna keep doing it. I have a very special guest. I'm actually been really excited about this guest because she loves dead things just as much as I do. I have all the dead things hanging up in my place, and I just want to keep adding more dead things. So I have the owner of Creekside Taxidermy.
Yep.
It's Creekside Taxidermy with me, Miss Carol Linde.
Hi.
Yeah, I've been so excited. I mean, I love dead things, and this isn't it hasn't been going on for a while. It's only been a couple of years, right?
Yeah, this is year 2 doing the
Year
taxidermy.
two.
Still learning, and it's so much fun. I love it so much.
Well, we'll get into that in a bit.
Yeah.
But first of all, I want to hear about you. Where did you grow up? I know you were actually out in my area, but like you were
Yeah.
living out in my area. But where
Yeah.
did you grow up? What got you into fishing and hunting, and like how did you all get started on that?
All right. So I grew up in a little area called Hannon, which is just a little bit south of Binbrook. So 5 minutes away from Binbrook. But yeah, that's where I grew up in the country. Bunch of houses, but we all had like fields all around us and stuff. And I don't know, I was an outdoor kid, always outside playing, building forts and stuff. It was fun. I didn't really get into, I don't know, like the outdoor world until 15, like with the hunting side. Um, but like fishing, I've always been into fishing. Like since I was like little, like I remember when I was a kid, we would go up north to like campground, and we had a motorhome, and my dad would take us fishing, just off a dock, catch little like sunfish and little things, right? It's like, oh, fun. But I would never like ever touch a worm ever.
You never touch a worm, but now you are like literally like elbow deep doing
I'm like, yes, I'm dirty.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So yeah,
Interesting.
yeah. Fishing's always been like a huge part of my life. Yeah, I love it a lot. My dad really got me started into fishing, so yeah, really thankful for that.
So you said when you got into hunting in 2015, was that big game or were you doing waterfowl or like how was that journey? How'd you get into
Kind.
that?
Oh, okay, that's a bit of a story.
Well, we like stories. We want to hear the stories.
Okay. Well, so back in 2015, my husband got diagnosed with Lyme disease, and
Oh
so
shit.
he was off work. Yeah, yeah. It was a rough time, but he kind of got into waterfowl hunting while he was sick with Lyme.
Okay.
So I don't know, whatever. It was pretty cool, whatever. So it was just a little hobby he got into, and then he joined a local Delta waterfowl chapter, and then he started going to the meetings and started getting more into the hunting as he was getting better. And then I decided, hey, I'm gonna go to a meeting. I'm gonna see what this Duck Hunters Association, what they're all about. And so I went, and I'm like, this is so cool. Like I want to go and contribute. And I actually won my hunters course at a Delta waterfowl dinner, so that kind of really set the ball rolling for me. So yeah, I did the course, got like a compound bow, and I've practiced with that like every day. And then I did deer hunt for a few years, very unsuccessfully. Lots of trial and error. Yeah. Waterfowl hunting I did a little bit of with my husband. I was just more of like just kind of sit and watch kind of idea. I didn't have my gun license or anything like that yet, but yeah, yeah.
So you mentioned Delta because you are a big part of Delta now. You're the Grand River chapter?
Yep. I'm the
Is that the
chairman for
one? Is that
the.
the one you won it from, or just was that a different
Yep.
chapter?
Yep. They were previously called the Hamilton chapter, so they changed their name.
Okay.
I forget how many years ago, but yeah. So I've been with them for 8 years now.
I was gonna say it's been a while. I think I
Yeah.
remember it's been a minute since you've been with them. So because I see all your
Yes.
posts and stuff like that. So then what was your first harvest?
Oh, I believe that was a squirrel. A squirrel, yeah. After I
That's
got
amazing.
it was so much fun. I love squirrel hunting. Like it's
Squirrel
just
hunting is
so much
awesome.
fun. Oh
Yeah.
man, like just trying to find them in the trees. Yeah. So yeah, squirrel was my first with a 22. My husband had a 22, so we still have it. I love that thing. It's my favorite gun.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So I guess this may answer the next question then. What's your favorite hunt
My
overall?
favorite hunt. Oh man. Like to hunt or like most memorable hunt?
What's your favorite thing to target? So I like
Oh, okay.
my
That's
favorite
hard.
season is turkey. Like I
Okay,
love
yes, yeah, you're a big
turkey.
turkey girl.
Yeah, it's my
Oh, that's so
favorite.
hard. They're all so different and so unique and so special in their own way. It's so hard to pick just one. Oh
And they all
boy.
have crazy weather. Like I've hunted turkey in
Yeah.
snow, I've hunted turkey in plus 20.
Yeah,
I think that's
yeah.
why I love turkey is because like it's such a you never know what you're gonna expect. Like in 3
Yeah.
days, I've had 3 different types of weather, and I'm like, "What the heck?"
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Yeah, I remember the one time it was like super cold and then the next year it was like super warm. That was the year I got my first turkey.
Yeah.
That was pretty fun. Yeah. Shoot, favorite. I guess I love whitetail deer hunting.
Yeah, deer girl.
Yeah. Yep. I
See,
don't mind parking my butt in the stand and just sitting there. Like as long as I got some coffee and a bottle to pee in, I'm good.
are you in a tree stand or are you on the
Yep.
ground? Yeah, you're in a
Yeah,
tree
mostly
stand?
tree stands. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Are you hunting with bow or rifle? Because I know out that area, it's is there rifle out your area? Because I know where I used to live and hunt in the city, it
Yep.
was controlled shotgun.
Yep. We have controlled shotgun here. We have a November hunt or a December hunt, so you get to pick either or.
So it's either bow
Yeah.
or shotgun that way.
Yep.
Well, that's not
Yeah.
bad.
So yeah.
Um,
Oh yeah, it's fun.
so what's your favorite now? You brought what's your favorite hunting memory?
Oh, my favorite hunting memory. It's a turkey one, that's for sure. How many years ago was that? That was like COVID, so I think 2020. Yeah. I took my daughter out. Callie, she was 10, no, 8, not, or 9. I can't remember. Maybe she was 9, but anyways, she came out with me and she sat in the blind and she was actually working the pot call for the turkeys to come in
At a
and then
girl.
she yeah, it was so fun. And then we were just about to pack up and I'm like, all right, we'll give it 5 more minutes. And sure enough, there was like two Jakes just coming walking down the trail out into the open, right to the decoys, and then it was great. And I remember
That's
shooting and
fantastic.
then I flew off my chair. Like I literally fell backwards. It was so funny. I was so excited and like the adrenaline. Oh, it was great. And my daughter was just like,
Oh,
"What?"
turkey, I don't care what anybody says. Turkey is a different adrenaline.
Oh
Like
yeah.
it
Yeah.
is something else. So my eldest stepdaughter, she is like counting down the days till turkey opener so she can come out with us. Cause like she's done the prep with us like last year and stuff like that. And she's been out squirrel and rabbit hunting with us. She was there when Caitlin harvested her
Awesome.
first rabbit. And
Nice.
she's like, Nicole, like I want to be with you for turkey opener. I'm like, cool, I'll take you out of school for that.
Yep.
Like
Yep. I remember taking my kids, like, I'm like, we're going hunting, and I'll drop you off at school.
yeah, well, that's exactly it. I was like, I will pick you up from school because a lot of our birds are more afternoon birds. So I'm
Oh,
like,
okay.
yeah. So I was like, I will pick you up at like 10 from school. You can go for a little bit just to say we did it. Like, you
Yeah,
did
yeah.
school
You got a
today.
couple hours
Yeah.
in.
Yeah. You got some learned
Yeah,
in. And
got your
then,
quota.
yeah, so a lot of our birds are actually afternoon birds. And I'm like, all
That's
right, cool.
cool.
I'll pick you up. Oh, it's crazy. Like you hear them gobbling in the morning, but they don't actually come out until the afternoon. So our birds are very, very weird.
Oh,
Um,
stinkers.
so we've talked a lot about hunting. You mentioned at the beginning of the podcast that you have fished. Are you big fisher or do you prefer hunting?
Oh man,
I'm
my
asking
kids,
all the
I
tough
feel this
questions.
too. It's like, oh, either or, man. I can't. I don't know. I don't. There's just something about sitting on a boat and trolling.
Are you do you troll in Lake Erie or
We have our boat's not big enough for that anymore.
okay.
We sold it because we live on the river now, so we got a smaller boat.
Are you on the
But
Grand?
no, we're on. It's actually called the Welland River, but we call it the
Oh,
Chippewa.
yeah. Okay. You're out that way.
Yeah, yeah. A lot of
Okay.
catfish and actually a lot of bowfin. So I caught, yeah, I caught a bunch of bowfin last year, and that was a lot of fun. Good
So
fighter fish.
are you exactly like are you actually like right on the river then?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Our
Oh,
backyard backs onto it.
so you just throw your boat in and start
Yeah,
fishing?
my husband Brad, he built a dock and then yeah, throw the boat in. It's nice. He built a blind for our boat, so we convert it for duck hunting and go duck
That's
hunting down the
awesome.
river. We got some like a bunch of woodies that come out early season, and it's hit and miss with the mallards and other species, but yeah.
Yeah. So what's your favorite fish to target then?
Oh, it's gotta be bass. I love bass.
Thank you.
Uh,
Oh my God, people are like,
oh,
"Is it bass?"
bass are
Like, have you
so
ever
much
actually
fun.
fought a bass?
I
Like,
love largemouth, like bucket mouth. Yes.
oh, when they like try and spit your lure too.
Yep, it's like, oh, I'm gonna pop out of the water. Pit.
Like the fight in them is just something else.
I know. Yeah, just lots of fun. I love bass fishing. Like, you have a good day when you have like a good bass thumb, right? It's all like
Oh
called
yeah,
for
yeah. It's all like weird
a
and
good sandpaper
dry
thumb
and
going
stuff.
on.
Yeah. You know exactly. Yeah, that's a great
Yep,
day. Do you
yep.
keep any of your fish or like I'm
Not
I'm
normally.
from what I've seen, you obviously keep
Not
your
bass. I'm not a huge
wild
bass
game.
keeper, but like walleye.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Um,
keep walleye and pike if we go up north for that. Yeah.
do you obviously keep all your hunting stuff like your ducks and geese, like you keep all that meat as well?
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, we process it all. The kids get like all involved in it too. They each like do their own little thing with it. And yeah, it's
So,
great.
what's your favorite meat? Like, what do you like to cook? What's your favorite
Oh,
taste?
I love goose, Canada goose.
Big old geese, eh? How do you
Oh
do it?
yeah,
What's your
sky
favorite way to
steak.
do it then?
I love just like pan frying it,
Yeah.
and then yeah, just pan frying it till it's like almost medium, more on the rare side.
Well, yeah, because Canada Goose is a bit like beef. Like you gotta keep it
Yeah,
a
you don't want it
little
well
bit.
done. Like,
No,
yeah, you
that
need some
ruins
blood
it.
running out of it.
Ruins it so fast.
Yeah.
Okay, now on to the taxidermy side of things. We're
Oh,
getting
okay.
into
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Greek side. Because I just remember, I believe I remember you just started it as a hobby, just doing it yourself
Yeah,
before
yeah.
you actually opened the business, and you were just doing hides at that point, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So
So,
where did that interest start? Like you just kind of were harvesting. I think it was coyotes I seen that you were doing first.
yeah, we had coyotes. There's a bunch of people that coyote hunt, and they bring me the coyotes instead of leaving them out in the bush. So, yeah, I started off at that, just playing around, learning how to skin, and learning how to tan and figuring that all out. Um, yeah, and then from that it started. If we harvest something, oh, I don't want to throw it out. I want to try to keep this.
Yeah.
So yeah, just trial and error, and yeah, it's grown into that. I haven't got bored of it. I love it.
Because a lot of those, like a lot of like the coyote pelts and stuff like that, they're beautiful. Like, and I've seen a lot
Yeah.
of your work. Like, you do a lot of stuff.
Well,
Like, I've seen
yeah,
it.
a lot of tanning.
So
Oh,
yeah.
thanks.
So when did you actually start doing it yourself versus like when did Creekside come about? Because I believe you were doing it just for yourself for a bit there, right? Like just for
Yeah. Trying to even think, when did I start? I don't know if it was pre-COVID or COVID that I really got into it. I think it was during COVID, like I really, really, really got into it.
yeah.
And yeah, after we bought this place, I found a retired taxidermist business for sale up in Timmins. And I was like, good price, like all the equipment and like his schoolwork and like everything. Like it was like a whole shop.
Yeah.
So snag that and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do this.
So, like, did you have to like did you do like online courses or anything, or did you just start like YouTubing and like how did you? Because I've seen your work. You do beautiful work.
Oh, thanks. I can't take credit for
So
all the waterfowl though. The waterfowl's not all mine. My husband does a bunch of waterfowl. But yeah, it was just more a lot of just like self-learning because I had a hard time trying to find a mentor. I asked a few guys around and everyone like they're busy and I totally understand that being in it now. Yeah, to try to mentor somebody. But um, yeah, a lot of YouTube. Um,
yeah,
a lot of YouTube. A lot of there's a bunch of groups on Facebook that are really helpful with other taxidermists, like in Ontario and like even like in the U.S. as well. There's different groups, but the taxidermy.net. There's like a forum online. There's anything you want to learn about taxidermy. It's all kind of on there. Not a whole lot like video learning, but just more,
yeah.
yeah, words.
So this may be a silly question because I don't really know. Is tanning different than actual like taxidermy itself? Like doing the pelts versus actually doing because you have done like deer and birds and stuff like that. Is there like a huge I'm assuming there's a huge difference, but I don't really.
Not really for the tanning process. Not a whole lot. For say like your typical like coyote like wall hanger,
Yeah.
it's more called like a dry tan. So your process is pretty much you salt, uh, rehydrate, you pickle, you neutralize, then you can wash your hide with whatever shampoo or I used to use Dawn soap for a while, and then I switched to a shampoo and conditioner. And from there, you can put your tanning oil on. I really love to use. It's called True Bond 1000B. I really like that line. It's what I've started out using, and I haven't really switched. It gives a really nice finished product. But so what that is, it's just basically like a paint on tan,
Mhm.
and to get like that nice softness to the skin, the leather as it's drying, you have to break it. So a lot of people would break it by hand or over like a 2x4, like a post or something.
Okay.
Or you can see people scraping it if you have like a big deer hide that's pinned up. I don't know if you've seen that before. If you have like a
Yeah.
big moose hide, yeah,
Yep.
a lot of people scrape that. Um, I have like a machine. It's like a wheel with paddles on it that spins, so I can
Yep.
just run my hide over that, and it stretches the hide really nicely. For taxidermy, that's more of like a wet tan. Um, I can also use the one like the True Bond 1000B. So that's just kind of what I've been using, and I find like it's been really awesome.
Mhm.
So I haven't really done a whole lot of wet tanning. I'm more just stick to that True Bond, and it's kind of like almost like a one and all. It's really nice.
And you do Euro mounts as well, right? I think
Yeah, yeah. It takes quite a while. I don't like doing a whole ton of them because
what is the
I kind
process
of
for Euro mounts?
oh, there's so many different ways. Like a lot of people boil them.
Yeah,
Um,
I was gonna say what
yeah, boiling it's a fast if you want a real fast like turnaround for
yeah.
your skull. It can make the bone pretty brittle just from boiling from the water and the heat rate.
Mhm.
Masceration is a really a great way. It's a long process. It's just the bacteria in water will just naturally decompose any tissue and meat and all that stuff. So
Mhm.
it's quite a long process.
Yeah.
Um, I like to use my river out back, so
Yeah.
I get all the fish they get to eat. But yeah, I don't like doing a whole ton of them because that there's you have to degrease the skulls afterwards, and that's quite
Yeah.
a lengthy process as well.
So what all do you take in then? Like what kind of animals do you accept? Like are you doing like shoulder mounts, like just
Yeah.
fans, just like what all are you at this point in time like accepting? Like if I shot a deer, could I bring that shoulder mount to you, or is that not
Oh,
something you're doing right now?
absolutely. Yeah, totally. Kind of doing pretty much everything.
Like, and you
Um,
do birds too, which is nobody does birds. Like, it's so hard to find a bird person.
Birds are a whole, yeah, they're like, I'm definitely more like for myself, I'm more of like a mammal girl. I love fur and like
Yeah,
mammals are so different than feathers. Like
yeah,
feathers are, and I don't know, just like the skin in general is just different because you don't have to tan a bird to mount it. You just borax it and it dries.
yeah.
Um,
I
yeah.
actually didn't know
Uh,
that, but okay, that's neat.
oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's pretty neat. So if you have like a tail of, like your turkey tail, right? You scrape all the fat off of it
Yeah.
and you can borax it till it gets nice and hard.
Mhm. But
Yeah.
like, so your ducks,
Hmm.
um, you said your husband does a lot of the ducks. So like,
Yep.
is it similar to doing like deer heads and um like your deer heads and stuff, or
Pretty much other than tanning, because there's no tanning involved with the waterfowl. So you still have like your your skin, which has all the feathers on it.
yeah,
What we do is we will freeze the actual head of the bird and we'll cast it and then we'll paint it. And so we'll use that instead of using the real skull because you can get shrinkage around because it'll dry
yeah.
out eventually over time and then it'll shrink. Um, yeah. So then you have like your foam body still, and we make our necks and yeah,
Is
and
it
pretty much the same.
so? Do you order in like the foam bodies and stuff like that? Like, do you order in a
The
lot of
foam
stuff?
bodies, the foam bodies we order in. We cast our own heads and we make our own necks.
Mhm.
Yeah, like mammal forms. Mostly order those in. I'm starting to dabble in learning how to do like body wrapping, so that's gonna be a lot of
Yeah.
fun. Yeah,
Well, that's
it'd be a
exciting.
lot handy for doing like small animals like squirrels and little things like that.
Do you do a lot of squirrels and small mammals or anything like that?
I have a bunch of things I want to do. It's just a matter of getting to them.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Have you like made like hats and gloves? Have you?
hats. I have. I've done a
I was
bunch
gonna
of
say I
hats.
thought I've seen that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I
I'm
haven't done
not
any
crazy.
gloves yet. Yeah.
No, no
Yeah, I've
gloves
done a
yet.
couple of raccoon hats, like Davy Crockett kind of style hat, and done a couple beaver trapper style hats actually. So those were pretty fun to do. It's time
Uh,
consuming, but
and so what was the first animal that you taxidermied like yourself, just beginning to end, like not like the actual pelt or whatever, just full out like did like a
full on
mount or
tax.
whatever.
I believe that was. I think that was my hubby's deer. Hold on, I'll grab. I'll show you real quick. That was my
Oh, was that your
husband's
shop that
deer.
you're in right now?
No, this is my house.
Oh,
Oh wait, where am I? Here we go. There we go. There he is. This was
well,
the
that's
first deer.
gorgeous.
He was a bit of a wonky buck.
That's
But yeah,
beautiful.
thanks. Yeah. So
So,
that was the first thing.
um, what? So for people that want to get their stuff mounted or whatever, like what would you tell them? Like if I were to harvest a deer, like, and I would be like, "Hey, Carol, like, how do I need to bring this to you? Like, what
Okay.
kind of like, what do you need from me? Like, if I harvested a beautiful 8 point buck, I wanted a nice shoulder mount. I'm in the field. Carol, how do I bring this to you? What am I doing?
If you can, don't drag them out. I know
Okay.
that's pretty hard to do, but yeah, it can damage the hide.
Yeah.
But yeah, if yeah, whatever. So what? Skin them out as fast you can. Don't leave your hide on your deer if you plan on mounting it.
Okay.
Bacteria will set as soon as like the heart stops. Bacteria
Okay.
starts to grow. So you get bacteria growth that results in hair slippage.
Mhm. Okay.
So yeah, get it caped out. Um, Either get it into the freezer or yeah, bring it to your taxidermist. Give them a call, obviously, if they can accept it, if they have
Yep.
room for it. Yeah. Also, yeah, you need your tag and your
Yeah.
hunter's license number, and yeah.
Have you done like bear or moose or anything like big, like bigger than a deer?
Um, not like not like full mounts. I'm been working on a bear rug, so I did like the head mount for that. Um,
I want one of those. I'm hoping to get out
they're
for I'm
super
hoping to
cool.
get out for bear this spring with Shauna Lee, and if that
Nice,
happens,
nice.
I'm bringing it right to you, and you're making me a
Oh,
bear rug
sweet. Okay.
because I want a bear rug so bad.
Oh,
It's
spring
like
bears are so nice. They're so fluffy.
I want a bear rug so bad. So
Nice.
like, and I mean, I'm weird. I do love my dead things. I love taxidermy. I find it so fascinating. Like, I I love the skin, like the bear skin. Like we want a coyote pelt for our couch
Oh,
and
nice.
stuff like that, like a blanket. So
Yep. Yep.
it's I just find it so fascinating. So you do like
Yep.
bear, and have you done moose or?
No, not yet. I have like a moose antler job to do. Where it's just put like just put the skin back over the skull cap. So it's just gonna be
I
a
remember
an
seeing
antler
on
mount.
your social media, your Instagram a while back. Was it a buffalo? What was that? It was a Euro amount of something
Oh, that was
freaking massive.
a longhorn, I think. That was a
Was
longhorn.
that?
Yeah,
I don't know, but it
that was
was
a cow. Yeah, so yeah, we covered it, covered the base with muskrat fur.
yeah, but you had to was that like a Euro amount where you had to like boil that? I remember I just remember seeing the picture and you were like arms out and I'm like, "Holy, what the hell is she going to do with that? How is she going to make that work? Like is there
Uh,
pots big enough for that kind of stuff or how does that work?"
no, the guy, it came like already kind of already done.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So what is like what do you specialize in? Like Creekside Taxidermy, like do you specialize in it all or is there like one thing that you want to be known for?
Uh, Pretty much all right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Tanning has been like a really big part of it because there's not really a whole lot of local tanners like down this way.
no, yeah. And I
So
mean,
yeah, it's
your
been really,
tanning is
really busy.
beautiful. Your
Thanks.
tanning is
Yeah, I really
absolutely
enjoy
beautiful.
it. Thanks.
Now, are you going to the sportsman show with some of your
I am.
stuff? Is there going to be a booth or are you just kind of going and like
So I joined the Canadian Taxidermy Association, and so they
atta
have
girl.
a big setup every year at the Sportsman Show.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm going to be there. I have a fisher that I mounted that I'm going to be entering into competition. So I'm
Oh
really
yeah?
excited about that. Yep.
So are you gonna be there all weekend then?
Probably, I'm not sure about Thursday, but I'm going to be there Friday. I'm going to be doing a demonstration with another taxidermist. Her name's
Right.
Shelby. And so we're going to be doing mounting a fisher
Where's
together.
where's she out of?
Oh, where is she? She's like closer to like Quebec side,
Okay.
so
Well
like the other side of Ontario.
that's actually pretty badass that two women lady taxidermists are gonna be doing a demonstration. Now,
Yeah, I'm
speaking of
excited.
demonstrations, you are doing something cool with the kids in your area, right? The
Yeah,
homeschool thing?
yeah,
Talk to me
yep.
about that. We mentioned it, and when we were talking, I want to hear all about that because I think that's something you'll explain it, but I think this is something that every kid needs to learn. And I think it's really cool that you're doing it and allowing kids to have that exposure to this kind of stuff. So go ahead. I
Oh,
prefaced it, but go ahead and tell me what you're doing.
yeah. So, I started homeschool like skinning classes for kids. Yeah. Last year, what was that?
20,
2023, I think it was.
yeah.
Yeah.
We're
We did a
2024 now.
squirrel.
So
Yeah, yeah. I'm trying to think. Maybe it was 2022. I think it was 2022. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So we did a squirrel skinning class, and the kids absolutely loved it. I think we had nine students show up. We had two that like passed out.
I was going to say, did any of them faint? Because I
Yeah, we
remember,
had two. I was like, oh, I felt so bad for these girls. Oh,
oh,
yeah, the one girl,
little
she was
girls.
like the first one there. She was so excited, asking so many questions, just like can't ready. Like she couldn't wait to get in. And then
Oh,
it's
no.
like the first cut, she went down.
Oh, no. So it's kind of like grade 11 biology class when you're dissecting the pigs and it smells
Yeah,
like
yeah,
enchilada. You're like, oh, okay, good night.
yeah,
Poor girl.
yeah. So, yeah, that went over very well. And so I did a course, it was a couple weeks ago now. Yeah, we did muskrats. Um, so I get my specimens from the local trappers in my area, from the
Well, that's
Niagara
awesome that
Trappers
they provide that
Association.
for you.
Yeah, yeah, it's great. Why not, right? They're a lot of nuisance trapping, so
Yep. And I mean,
yeah.
realistically, if it's getting kids like learning about that kind of stuff, like
Mhm.
that's
It's
just
great.
amazing on its own. And it's pretty well received. Like the kids like it, other than the couple girls
Oh
that tossed
yeah.
out the first time.
Yeah, yeah, we had I'm actually teaching another class this Wednesday because there was a lot more interest. We're like, can you do another class? Do you have any more rats?
And
So, yeah.
you do that in your shop there?
I could. I usually go out because
Okay.
the last group was in a different area, so I traveled out that way. But I definitely could host in my shop.
That's really cool. That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's something
yeah,
you should like do like for like kids all around the area, like not just in your area, but like that'd be kind of cool. Like not a traveling circus, but a traveling like let's skin
yeah,
some dead things.
yeah, yeah. It would be, yeah, it'd be a lot of fun to do more of for sure.
Have you ever
Yeah,
thought like doing workshops, not just for kids, but for like people like me, like that want to learn
yeah,
how to tan and like because I would love to learn that so I could like I'm weird. I can't learn by watching YouTube. I have to actually like be with somebody
hands
and like
on.
they're showing me how to do it. Have you
Yeah,
ever
yeah.
thought about like doing like that kind of like running like a seminar or something like that?
Oh, I have. I got quite a few inquiries from the last Muskrat skinning class, like for like adults, just like random people were like, "Do you do
Yeah.
this for adults?" Like, I'm like, "Yep."
Yeah.
So I have a few things. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Like, why not?
Because I would love to learn how to do that kind of stuff. Because like we got on our property, there's like beavers and stuff like that. And I want to get my trapper's license and start
Nice.
doing that kind of stuff. Like we have coyotes and fishers ourselves, and I plan on
No
getting my trap.
way.
Oh, we have so many, so
Oh, they're so cute.
many. So I want to get like my trapper's license, and I would love to start doing that kind of stuff myself. Um,
Nice.
but I just don't like it'd be really cool if somebody put on a seminar to like learn that kind of stuff. Because again, I'm a hands-on
Uh-huh.
learner, and I'm sure a lot
Yep.
of people are hands-on learners. Like
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like I am one of those people. I can't read
so,
something and get it.
and I
So
mean,
yeah,
like
definitely. I've totally thought about like definitely like I've been trying to figure out how to do like a tanning course, and then it's hard because it's not like a 1 day process, right? It's like
no, 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 no.
it's a multiple. You're looking at least 3 or 4 days.
So what's the longest you've spent from like beginning to end on a project? Like what is the longest time you've spent like taxidermying? I don't actually know the correct terminology, so I
Oh,
apologize
okay.
for that.
Taxidermy and tanning for like wall hangers are a little bit different.
Oh,
um, like
shows how much
turnaround
I know.
time, like
I shoot them and then eat them. I don't actually I send them to other people. I send them to other people for my wall.
no, yeah, perfect.
So
So basically, say like you shoot a coyote, you bring it over, I'll skin it out. From there, I gotta. It's probably about. Oh, I usually try to say like a 2 week turnaround, but I give myself
holy
a
crap.
month. I'll say to customers at least because I like to do things in batches instead of just doing like one thing in a pickle.
Yeah.
It's easier to work in batches that way. But yeah. Um, yeah, the longest time for me to do something like, oh, to taxidermy something is, if it all goes well, which it normally doesn't. There's so much like tweaking and adjustments like you have
Yeah.
to make to the form and all that. I don't know. There's a buck. So this guy we did 2 Saturdays ago. Um, I think tanning was about a week, and then I spent Friday prepping, like shaving the skin really fine around the eyes and the nose and around the lips and all that. And then a lot of form adjustments, and then Saturday was mounting. So yeah, it's a
So
process.
do you do you like this is gonna sound like, again, I have no idea about taxidermy. Do you paint like because the eyeballs are usually like glossier and stuff like that? Do you
Yeah.
get eyeballs brought in and like paint them and so they're shiny and then the same with the nose type thing? Like, do you get
No, like eyes I get in, they're glass eyes and they're already painted. So I
okay?
don't want to get into doing my own eye painting. You can as a taxidermist, you could just sky's the
Yeah.
limit. But
Well,
yeah,
I
that's
know nothing
something.
about it. I usually, like I said, I usually just drop off my stuff. It's usually fish. Do you do fish at all, or
Nice.
no? You have
I haven't done any fish yet. My daughter actually likes to start doing like she's done a couple of fish. She did a smallmouth bass and she did a bowfin, and then
that's
she's actually
cool.
working on another bowfin.
Now,
So
is that
she's
live or
slowly getting into
replica?
it. No, it's live. Yeah, yeah. So
That
she
a
skinned it
girl.
out. Yeah, yeah. She does all the painting with the airbrush, and yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's
She does
pretty
really
awesome.
good. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
so. With hunting season done now, are you guys getting busy with people coming in with their deers and
Oh
ducks
yeah.
and everything? Because like you just started ducks recently, haven't you? It hasn't been that long for
It's
ducks.
been um. Hmm, yeah, I think more last year, 2023 is when they
I was gonna
more
say,
really
yeah.
started. Yeah, it's like taking on client stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, your ducks are phenomenal. Like, and it's very hard to find people who do like ducks and fish like that and fish. Like, I still need to drop off
yeah.
my buffalo. I think when the sportsman show,
Oh yeah, that's right.
I gotta bring you my Buffy at the sportsman show. Because that's been sitting in the freezer, waiting to get, and I've done it so nicely to make sure it's saved and everything like that, and
Awesome.
it needs to join my redhead on the wall because it was a beautiful Buffy. So I definitely need.
Oh, I love them. They're
Oh, they're
so
such
beautiful. Oh,
when the colors
rainbows.
are pretty. Yeah. So I'm like,
Oh
I need
yeah.
that on my wall. So I gotta remember to bring that. If you're at the sportsman show, I gotta remember to bring that.
Yeah,
Um,
I'll be there. Yeah, Friday, Saturday.
Friday, Saturday for sure. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So we're approaching that 45-minute mark. So we talked a bunch about the outdoors and stuff like that. So my last question for you is for the young ladies out there or the older ladies that are just getting into the outdoors or getting into like me. I'm interested, and Carol, I want to start getting into taxidermy. Where do I start? Like, how would I go about getting into something like that? Where would you point me in the direction other than yourself? Like, if we weren't like close and if I lived on the other side of the country or whatever,
Yeah, just
like,
in general. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. I would definitely Google or Google, see if you could find any local taxidermists in your area, and give them a call, see if you can, you know, chit chat with them, and see if they, if you could sit in with them for a couple hours just to see like what it is all about, like what's all involved, and if it's really something you really want to get into. And if it is, I don't know if there's any taxidermy schools in Canada,
I
but
was
there
gonna
is in the
say,
States.
oh, there is.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Is there like mentorship programs in Canada or anything like that? Like, can
I
you
don't think so. I don't believe so.
have you ever thought
Yeah,
about starting like a mentorship other than these classes, like taking on like
I would love to. Like, I've been asked by a bunch of people, like, you want to teach my kid? I'm like, I would love to, but I'm still learning myself. So, I need some more experience before being able to teach
yeah.
somebody else. But yeah, just for other people in general, definitely check out YouTube. There's a lot of great YouTube uh, videos. Also Facebook. Also, join the Canadian Taxidermy Association.
Yeah.
There's there's a whole list of all the members of the taxidermy in Canada. So that's another way you can find out someone local to you and reach out to them. Come to the Sportsman Show if you're in Ontario and in the
right?
area. Come check out the
Yeah.
Sportsman Show.
Because like the Canadian Taxidermy Association, they have a pretty like I think I remember last year it was a huge like they take up a
They have
lot
a
of the
very large
main
one.
hall because
Yeah, yeah.
there was the there was a bunch of like entry. I don't know if there was competition. Again, I was
Yeah, there
off
was.
in
Yeah,
my own world last year, but there was an actual like competition and stuff going on, wasn't there? And like
yeah.
I remember just a bunch of random dead things, which I was like, "Ooh, I want all the dead things." I
Yes.
Caitlin does not like me because I love dead things. Like I have all the dead things in our bedroom. I have a beaver that's been taxidermy that I call Woodchuck
Oh,
Norris.
no way.
Yeah, yeah.
That's awesome.
I'd walk over, but I'll take a picture and show you at the sportsman show. Yeah,
Sweet, yeah.
he's a full beaver that's taxidermied. That is Woodchuck Norris. Like I have my first duck I shot, all my fish. I love dead things. I love
That's
taxidermy.
awesome.
I love dead things. I can't like I think it's so cool, and I think the process is so cool. How you can keep that moment or that beautiful bird or like so my duck that I have
Yeah, it's a
she's now
great way
dead.
to, yeah.
It's the first duck I
Sorry, go
ever
ahead.
shot, and it was a beautiful drake. And I'm like, there's only some things like you need kind of a story, like a picture. Cool, picture's a picture, but like to have that on your wall.
Yeah, right there. It's there.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, nothing like it. Yeah, yeah. I
it's
have my first duck that I shot. I got him taxidermied, and I love it.
oh, and that's why I want my Buffy too. Like I think I've told you I want like the wall of ducks, like every duck
Yeah,
species. I want taxidermied on my wall because that's
that'd be
just
so cool.
right. And
Yeah.
I'm really weird and like dead things. I think they're fascinating. Like I also like bones and like skulls and stuff like that. Like I love that kind of stuff. Like
Yeah, it's fascinating.
it really is. And I don't know if that means I'm messed up, but hey,
No,
whatever. I'll
I
take
don't think
it.
so. I don't know. We
Take
have a
it.
great appreciation for animals.
Like I'll be driving, look at the roadkill. I'm like, oh, it's a skunk. But like I'll be like, can I pick it up?
Oh my goodness, roadkill. I passed three muskrats this morning and I was gonna turn around and grab the one, but I'm like, it's gonna be 20 degrees today. You can't leave them in your car.
Well, that's like I saw a raccoon and I was like, oh, I want the skull and like a hat, but like it's gonna be disgusting out, and I'm working all day today, so
Yeah, I'm like, ah,
like, oh, I need
shame.
to not do oh, it's terrible. And I'm like, like even some of
What
the
a waste.
coyotes I see, I'm like,
Yeah,
oh.
actually, I picked one up a couple weeks ago after the muskrat skinning class. We passed a coyote.
Well, so the coyotes down there are a little bit more mangy, aren't they? Or
This year they've been all like, yeah, yeah. I haven't gotten as much furs in from coyotes as
and it's
normal.
crazy. So I came from Burlington. The coyotes there were mangy, but now I live up on the Bruce Peninsula, and the
Yeah.
coyotes look like wolves up here.
Oh, beautiful,
You
eh?
mistake them because they're so fat and healthy, and their fur is
Oh,
gorgeous. It's that's why I'm like, we need to, and they're nuisances. They're
get your
so
trapper's
overpowered. I'm
license,
like,
girl.
I know, I know, I should because I would just bring you all the pelts and be like, here you go, like give me a
Do
nice
you need
bunch.
a coyote tag for up there?
Nope. It was I don't even know. I think you do.
Okay.
But so
Okay. Wow.
we might not though, because her father owns the farm, and I think
Oh, okay.
he can. It's I haven't really
Farmers
looked in the
for yeah.
I haven't really looked in the regulations because I haven't done it yet. So don't quote me on that. I need to. I'm trying to get my like I'm looking into getting my trapper's license and stuff like that. I haven't really been focusing too much on it, but it is
Okay.
something like we've seen them and we've heard them, and we're just like, hmm. And I'm just like, yeah, I definitely need to get on that because they're a nuisance. They're just so overpopulated, but they're healthy as all hell.
Oh
Like
man.
these
I can just
coyotes
imagine the
are
fur.
so well fed. They literally look like wolves. I've seen
Wow.
trail cam pics of some of them around the area, and they look like wolves. They're so big, beefy, and the fur is like gorgeous, and like it's
Oh.
different up here. It's not the mangy crap you see in Burlington. Like these are well fed coyotes. So,
Nice. Nice.
but Anyway, we're approaching that mark. Thank you for coming on.
No, thanks for having me. This is a lot of fun.
Your episode's actually airing after the Sportsman show, but
Oh, awesome.
but yeah, so I'm looking forward to seeing you at the Sportsman show. I guess I will have
Yes,
looked forward
likewise.
to it happened last week because your episode's it's too much math in my head.
I
But
get it.
yeah, definitely bringing my duck to you again. Creekside Taxidermy. If you have anything you want taxidermied in the closest bigger city would be like Grimsby, right? That
Oh, yeah.
area.
Yeah, Grimsby, Hamilton.
Yeah, so Grimsby, Hamilton, if you're in that area and you want to get something taxidermied, or I don't know if that's the correct word, taxidermied? Is that
Yep,
right? Is that, yeah.
that's
If you want to
correct.
get something taxidermied, duck, or if you want to get your pelts done in a nice like blanket, because you do what, blankets, or wall hangers.
Wall hangers. Yep, yep,
So
yep.
so I'm not even, what all do you do? Like ducks.
Pretty much everything.
I was gonna say,
Everything.
okay, just bring your dead things to Carol Linde of Creekside Taxidermy in the Grimsby area. Get in touch with her. She's on social media, Creekside Taxidermy. I think both for Facebook and Instagram, right?
Yep,
Is
yep.
that the easiest way to get a hold of you?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, or you can, yeah, I think my phone number's on my Instagram. I'm not sure, but yeah, you can text me as well.
I mean, you're pretty fast at answering your Instagram messages, so
Yeah.
yeah, if you want to drop something off or if you have an idea, get a hold of her. Creekside Taxidermy on the social medias. She does amazing work. I can't wait to get my duck done. I
Looking
really
forward to it.
can't. I can't wait to get the Buffy
Looking
done
forward to
and
it. It's gonna be great.
hopefully hopefully I get a coyote pelt down there at some point too.
That would be amazing. I'd love to see one of your coyotes.
Oh, hopefully get that in there. But again, thank you for coming on.
Thanks for
Thank you for
having me.
Thank you for chatting all the dead things. It's my favorite.
Loves it.
And again, yeah, if you're ever doing like any kind of adult course, let me know. I want in.
Yes, absolutely.
I
Yes,
want in.
for sure. All right.
Um, thank you so much.
No, thank you.